This here is issue number 1 of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pink comic by Boom Studios. This is a 6-part mini-series which focuses on Kimberly Ann Hart, the Pink Ranger. Just like the main series by Boom Studios, the comic assumes the readers have seen the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV series. When Amy Jo Johnson decided to leave the show during its 3rd season, her character Kimberly was written out by having her participate in the Pan-Global Games. This Pink Ranger series follows on from that, but just like the main comic book series, all the events take place in modern times as opposed to the 90s. The story begins on the last day of the Pan-Global Games, and we see Kimberly is a successful gymnast. However, we also see she's changed quite a bit. From the first couple of pages, it's obvious her sense of style has changed, and she is even riding a motorbike. Her facial expressions are more serious when she's alone, and she even breaks into her mother's home by smashing the glass. These attributes are departures not just from the TV series, but also Boom Studios' main comic as well. Kimberly is without her powers, so when she hears some noise going on outside in the ghost town, she goes to get changed into her combat outfit, much like Hawkeye or Green Arrow from Marvel or DC Comics respectively. She still uses her gymnastics skills in combat along with her bow and arrows, and some coins she took from her mum's house. Kimberly attempts to call the Power Rangers using her modified communicator, and Zordon appears in the form of a hologram. And in keeping with modern times, Kimberly even states it's ultra high def. Unfortunately for Kimberly, the Power Rangers are off-world, which explains their absence. However, Zordon tells her that she still has latent pink energy in her because she did not transfer her powers to Kat, like the Sword of Light did with Jason, Zack and Trini. Because of this, they could use the Sword of Light to once again make Kimberly a Pink Ranger. She gains a new suit, but with the old helmet. And once again we see her go into action with her gymnastics and her bow and arrows. Goldar appears in this issue, and he is the one plotting the evil scheme. The issue ends with Kimberly's mum recognizing her daughter's voice, and she appears to start mutating into a sea monster looking creature. I enjoyed reading this issue, and I like how this is a modern continuation of Kimberly's story. Clearly aimed at mature audiences, there are references to action films like Mad Max when Kimberly puts on her combat outfit. Serge, the character Kimberly meets in the ghost town, almost says "Yippee-ki-yay mo" in reference to the line John McClane says in the Die Hard films. It'll be interesting to see how the story develops, because the main comic book series implies the TV show's first season events leading up to the Green with Evil saga did take place, but now the comic is going off in its own direction. This Pink Ranger series follows on from the 3rd season of the TV show, so although Boom Studios is going off in its own direction, it seems they will still continue to use the original TV series for some of the backstories.